Screw that. Anyway, we've got Federal Bank. ATR is 0.9. Make it 34. And there is Nika. Then there is Vikas. BIYA. Alright, so we are already in our third one. Fuck. This one, Crompton goes. We are left with these. Two 276.02. You got 278.35. You got scientific method. Oh man, shit. Okay, Nifty is really going up. I mean, really going up. At this point, I'm just happy it's able to maintain its short bias. Although it should be able to. I mean, it's at obvious resistance with 200 EMA on top of it. But naturally, anything can happen. Two seven seven point three zero. 277.30. 275. 275.78. 275.78 minus 275 and well, let's see. Second entry was at 275.35, right? Let's just wait. And the positions really are growing here. Come on now, 0.35. I don't think we are gonna be able to do more additions. Even the first addition is hard to maintain right now. It seems like let's not comment on what it seems like. I mean, the sentiment is still bearish, no doubt about that. But the overall market sentiment is very bullish. It is coming down though, still very bullish. Okay, we can remove these at least. Let that one simmer, we'll see how that works out. Should I move it? Come on, dude. I'm really hoping for a dump here. I mean, a dump in the price. That is not good for the soul. Okay. Next edition will push this stop loss where 276.60. 276 point. Oh man, I don't even want to think about that. You know what? Let's go with 30. I mean, it's a good addition. Let's deal with that first. Mhm, mhm. Never really worked with take profits, but it's that kind of market. Fuck. It really just collapses. Oh, my seller brothers. Where are my seller brothers? My seller brothers, it's time to sell low. My seller brothers are taking their own time. Or maybe my seller brothers are just done. Fuck. Oh boy. You know, As much as it sucks, it is better that it is doing all of that around my entry, although it would be much better if it does uh, below, as below as possible. But this is better than like the earlier candles where it was doing like around 276 levels, 276.50 levels. Right now it's doing near my entry. If the trend prevails, hopefully it will do such things below my entries next. But who knows? Who knows, right? Maybe it will prevail, maybe it won't prevail. All of a sudden I'm thinking Federal Bank was a better choice. Anything that doesn't have a big white candle was a better choice. Because those are the signs of VWAP curling. That's not good at all. It maybe is the kind of stock that will test my patience every then and then. Or maybe for the entire duration it will remain green, and then maybe in the last few minutes it will come down. Who knows? Who knows how this is gonna pan out? All I know is this is still not over. Maybe it is over. That is going up there with quite the strength. The stock can have bearish sentiment very well after my stop is taken out. So frankly, at this point after my first entry, I'm not really thinking about that. I have to say these kind of candles, they are really scary. Like no hesitation whatsoever, it just keeps on building. Really shows its intent. That's why I wanted to close lower, because if after all that it closes lower, then it would be great for my position, obviously, and it would be great for the overall sentiment. But right now, as it is going, if it closes up there, then my stop would be taken out in the very next candle, most probably. That's not good. That's not good, period. The things I do. Yep. Like the man, depth of market is not suited for these single digit tick sizes. Sorry, 1 paisa tick sizes. It just blows up. Oh, come on, dude. And this is why I stopped adding to the position. If I had it, it most probably would be triggered and I won't have VWAP left as resistance for me. Oh my god, this is what I was talking about. If it closes like that, then we are in trouble, big trouble. Now my only hope is VWAP. Hopefully it shows a strong rejection and we are still in play. I don't even have enough leeway to let VWAP do its thing. I mean, usually it's like a band thing, not a line thing, but we'll see. New POC is established under VWAP. Maybe it's a good thing, I don't know. There are some signs of VWAP rejection, but frankly, it's right now too close to my stop and too close to VWAP for me to come to any sort of conclusion. That big white candle that is made on relatively lower volume. So there are signs that we could still be in play. But the price remaining there is not a good sign. I'll rather see a very clean and quick rejection, hopefully driven by volume. There are sections which are already failed. I don't know. I don't know. Frankly, the stock itself has held better than most other stocks in that category. But yeah, this might be it. Nifty is going up. Maybe not trailing it was a mistake there. Frankly, I mean, at least for this stock, it's really on a cusp of making a really good bearish move at the stocks move in the lower direction. I mean, it has shown the initial momentum, it has had a pullback, and it's prime for a second leg. But that is only if the stock moves down, otherwise, it might just end up giving away the entire movement, even. Yep, VWAP most probably. That is like the shittiest movement I've seen in a while. Okay, that's disappointing, I suppose. Again, the whole move is happening on much lower volume. Which I suppose wouldn't matter because usually the volume goes down after the initial volatility. Okay, we are seeing some of VWAP rejection. Maybe it still can hold up. Maybe. Okay, okay. We have volume, at least equivalent volume. Come on, dude, don't retract. All of a sudden, we are still in the play. What do you know? It's not over, not just yet. Oh, it can just be a, minor pullback, and it might blow the lid off in the next candle. Can very well happen. But right now, I'm hoping more for it will go back in my direction, since we have seen some nice rejection from VWAP relatively, and it was on relatively better volume. I mean, the volume was more or less dead until that big rejection came. So I'm hoping that that will keep the stock down. POC is also changing. That is also good news. That means technically the stock is no longer overextended. So that can't be the narrative behind the price reverting. In fact, that should relax the price to move better in my direction, since the overall sentiment is bearish. Man, Federal Bank really blew the lid off. Alright, for a second I was too happy. But please don't use my entry as support. Don't tell me this is gonna be like yesterday. I mean, frankly, we are already in that window. Hmm. Come on, dude. Give me some follow through. And it's coming there, and it just retracts back to POC. How could it be if it does all of these things below the 276.19? Sorry, 275.78. You know, before I double my size, I would love to have some confidence, you know, bunch of good wins. I mean, I get it, it's a Tuesday. You don't give much on Tuesday, but still, with this strategy, I haven't really had two red days in a row, not just yet anyway. I mean, for all intents and purposes, this guy was in a downtrend with the resistance to a pullback, but it is moving in that direction. We may have to like stop streaming for the other call. I have a call at 12. The 11 one I can take from the other laptop or the phone, but the 12 one has to be from this one. So if we can make some big bucks before that, it would be great. Although I don't like the slow creep it's doing towards my stop again. Okay, so the last candle has relatively lower volume. I suppose maybe that's a good thing. Now, would it continue movement in my direction, or will it just go up? I don't know. Should I just exit here? It's not doing what it is supposed to do. By now, I'm officially 1 hour in the trade, or will be 1 hour in the trade after that candle ends. Okay, well, at least it's not completely gone nuts. Mhm. I have got to say, today is uptrending day. For uptrending day, really has held well so far. Might not be the case as the day progresses. Thankfully, I'm not in the federal bank. Hmm. Hmm. Basically, this Vikas guy and First Source Solution are holding it together. This one seems to have more volatility. Actually, the other one has more. Either way, let's see. Okay, boys, I think we are done here. It has gone back to VWAP. Proper hit this time, and we simply do not have any space to give here. This is most likely it. Whew. That's disappointing, I suppose. I really should have just taken my profits around this position. Should I move my stop downwards? There are there are times when like it does a clean break and then there is retracement. That is the reason why I put stop up there to begin with instead of having exactly at VWAP. That is the reason I removed the other entries because I wanted to have that distance. Will that distance help me out? As much as I want to say yes, it's likely not the case because Nifty is just going up. Mm, yep, it's a clean break. The bid and ask, they have crossed it, and if they have crossed it, then we are in deep trouble. And relatively, this one has volume. Can we come down? Can we please come down? Because wouldn't that be something? You know? If it goes up there, mhm, and we are out. I suppose some things are very clear. In a slow grinding stock, reinstate trailing behavior. Anyway, this is all there is. It's not some crazy loss. It's a red day. It's a max loss red day. But beyond that, the only thing I feel bad about, and I mean really bad about, is that I have two red days in a row now. I am still doubling my position starting next month. That is not changing. Mostly because it's the right thing to do. Anyway, that's all for today. I'll